How's it going, you guys? This is Mapple AK, and in this video today we're going to do a special review on a 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia, and that is the ultimate track car that we're going to do a special review about. And pretty much a huge shout out to the shop club Houston for allowing me to come and pretty much show you guys the tour of these cars. And without going any further, let's go inside and pretty much show you guys the entire review about the Ferrari F430 Scuderia. The weather today in Houston is pretty hot, and it's going to get more hotter as we go on to June, July. But without going further, let's go inside and show you guys the Ferrari F430 Scuderia. And here we are in the photo room. This is actually a new room that's pretty much like a new design of it. Last time we probably did it around there with the detailing this, but this time we have it in this place. I think this place looks more better because it shows pretty much the body lines and shows the angles and everything like that. So pretty much we're going to go inside and show you guys the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia. And if we go inside, you can see this is actually very different compared to the standard. As you guys know, there's the 2009 Ferrari F430, a standard one. This is a whole completely different machine. This is pretty much a upgraded version of it. It's pretty much a track car, ultimate track car. And there's a lot of stuff that is very different compared to the standard one, which I'll show you guys and talk to you guys about. But pretty much if we come up front, you can see that, let's start with the small little things, and I like to go over the small little details. Right over here, if you go to the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia, you can see here, this one has real carbon fiber mirrors because of the weight reduction. So that's right there. It shows you guys that this is why, the Ferrari F430 for this one, Scuderia, is the ultimate track car weapon. And this has, like I mentioned, real carbon fiber mirrors, and they're real. And the standard one, like I mentioned to you guys before, that one doesn't have, it's the regular red mirrors. So you can see there's a lot of weight reductions. Let's go talk about more stuff up in front. Right over here, we have pretty much it's a whole aggressive grille, like a front bumper that it has right over here. The standard one doesn't have that. So the standard one, it comes up with like a flat surface pretty much. It doesn't have all this, it's like a more aggressive look in the front end. And you can see the vents are also functional as well too. So pretty much functional vents. Even if you come right over here, we have it also on the side. So pretty much all the extraction of the heat when you're driving, when you're taking this car to the track, all the vents come out from there. Right over here in the front, you can see it's pretty much like I showed you guys. And even on the bottom, right over here, you can see that it's a whole different front bumper as compared to the standard 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia. That one doesn't have all that stuff right over here. This is a whole completely a more aggressive front bumper that it has. So that's something to differentiate between a standard one and pretty much a upgraded Ferrari F430 Scuderia. Another thing to distinguish between them is that this one comes with the stripes. So the stripes that comes right over here, it comes with the car. Now if you go talk about the standard one, the standard Ferrari F430, that one doesn't come with the stripes. So that's another way to pretty much see the difference between them. The stripes go all the way up to here, to pretty much right over to the roof, and then right over all the way to the trunk on it. It has the stripes right over there. And that's right, so pretty much it has a gray finish with a black outline right over there. And that's another way to to differentiate between them. Another way, like you guys see, is the vents. It comes right over here. The standard one doesn't have the functional vents. This one does. Right over here on the bottom, you can see that it also comes with upgraded brakes. So like I mentioned to you guys about the brakes, so these brakes are a 15.7-inch brakes. The standard Ferrari F430 comes with the 15-inch brakes. These are ceramic brakes and pretty much carbon brakes, and that gives it a more when you go on the track, you get pretty much of a more aggressive braking. And when you go into those corners and everything like that, it's gonna provide more aerodynamics and pretty much more stopping to the brakes whenever you're on the track and you're driving fast. That's an upgraded version of it that, as the standard Ferrari F430, that doesn't come with it. The standard one is a 15-inch brakes, and they're not ceramic or carbon. So these ones are a 15.7-inch, and they're pretty much bigger than the standard Ferrari F430. So that is one of the huge improvised improvements over the Ferrari F430 Scuderia compared to the standard Ferrari F430. So that's one thing to distinguish and find out the differences between them. Another thing I do want to point out, like I mentioned, carbon, the mirrors, like you saw, like I told you guys, that's one way to, that's a different version of it, and it makes it different. Like I told you guys, the vents. So I'm trying to find the exact name of the material of this glass. If anyone knows, comment down below what it is. But it's very different compared to the standard Ferrari F430. That material, the glass, this is like a weight saving glass. So they did that, which is something very crazy. They did that to pretty much save weight underneath the glass of the car. And that's really what makes this Ferrari, F430 Scuderia different, and making it the most lightweight ultimate track car weapon. And you can see here, I'm not sure if you come over right here, if we could get to the engine compartment, you can see that the whole, everything compared to the standard Ferrari F430, the whole thing in the backside of it is real carbon fiber. So there's really there's nothing inside the engine compartment that is anything that's the standard, this comes with it, how it comes with the other Ferraris. This one's, everything in the backside of this, the whole engine compartment is real carbon fiber, like I mentioned to you guys. The glass is also a special material glass that's different compared to the standard Ferrari F430, and that's what makes it pretty much, all that weight savings will give it pretty much it's gonna make it lose weight compared to the standard one. Pretty much maybe around 200 pounds or 300 pounds, the weight will be less compared to the standard Ferrari F430. And you can see even right over here, we get a real carbon fiber on the overlays on the left side, real carbon fiber overlays on the right side. So that's all that stuff is real carbon fiber, and not just that, we're not done with the backside. Right over here, we get real carbon fiber, a deck lid. You might not probably see that on camera; it's a little bit dark, but it is real carbon fiber. And then I'm going to try to see if we can brighten it up in the backside to show you guys everything in more detail. Okay, so we have the light on from my phone, and you can see like I mentioned to you guys before, the whole deck lid is real carbon fiber. So there's nothing that's really all the standard Ferrari F430 doesn't come with that, and that's what makes it a pretty much different as compared to the standard one. Real carbon fiber. You can see the signature Ferrari F430 Scuderia even has that to let people know the Ferrari logo's right over there, and you can see here even says the badge right here. Pretty much, it says a special edition. It lets people know in the backside on what it exactly is. And if there's people that don't know what Ferrari F430 Scuderia is, it tells you everything right there. Real carbon fiber for the backside. And right over here, like I told you guys, there's another thing that sets it apart compared to the standard Ferrari F430. We get a diffuser on the bottom, that right here too, a very aggressive backside diffuser that for the standard Ferrari F430 that doesn't come with it, and that's what makes this a ultimate track car weapon. Pretty much a lot of aerodynamics has been put into this Ferrari F430. Really what sets it apart and makes it look different compared to any other Ferrari. And one thing I do want to say about my opinion, I feel like this is probably one of the best Ferraris that they ever made, and the other ones are also nice too, but there's something special about the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia that sets it apart, because due to the fact that it's a ultimate track car weapon, a supercar that you can see a lot of weight savings. And I'm not even done yet. We're going to show you guys the interior of the car to show you guys why this is the ultimate track car weapon and why this is probably still one of the best Ferraris in today's market. And you can, like I mentioned to you guys, it's a diffuser in the back that's pretty much a aggressive style. You can see here, if I'm going to go a little bit closer, you can see here some carbon fiber overlays right over there. The diffuser looks really amazing. I love the grill it also has in the back. It sets it apart and makes the rear side look very aggressive. Like I mentioned to you guys, the grill, the real carbon fiber right here in the back side. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any detail on this car because it really is a phenomenal car. The stripes on the back side, you can see here the black outlines, the gray finish. It goes all the way to the trunk, all the way to pretty much over there to the roof, and then right over here you can see the engine compartment. You can see here, if due to the lighting, might not see, but real carbon fiber in the engine compartment. It sets it apart, makes it look very ultimate track car weapon. But now we're gonna go inside the interior to show you guys the most important details on why this is the ultimate track car weapon and why this is probably one of the best Ferraris. And the weight savings on this thing is really crazy, and we're gonna show you guys that in more detail of the interior. So we're gonna go dive into the interior and go in more in depth and show you guys the most important thing. This is probably more important than what it is on the exterior, which I'm gonna show you guys why, and you're gonna see that why in this video. To open this door, you pretty much pull this handle right over here, and you just lightly, gently just pull it up, and that's how it opens up. And pretty much we're gonna open this door and show you guys more the inside of it. Now, obvious guess, if you come over right over here, you can see real carbon fiber doors. This is like a whole weight savings right here, which The standard Ferrari F430 doesn't have all that stuff in the inside. You can see real carbon fiber doors. That makes the car even more lightweight, and why this is the ultimate track car weapon. Right over here, we get even the inside of it, pretty much like if you want to put any documents or any important stuff, even this, it doesn't have like a glove box or anything like that. All this is pretty much like a bag that it comes with. And usually, as you guys know, people think that Ferrari is like a luxury, a supercar, like it's luxury, but this Ferrari F430 Scuderia is nowhere near like luxury. Even though it is luxury, the Scuderia, it has a lot of stuff that it sets it apart as different. Like pretty much, it's like an ultimate track car. Like there's like a lot of weight savings in it. You can even see, okay, this is like the only one part I'm showing you guys. Real carbon fiber, the doors on both sides, and then we have that. But the most important thing that I'm going to tell you guys is that the interior of this car doesn't have any sort of carpet. And you guys know that all cars come with carpet. This one doesn't have any carpet. And the reason why it doesn't have any carpet, well, it's an obvious guess, is for weight savings. So it doesn't even have that either. If you pull these floor mats out, you're gonna see there's literally metal all over the interior of the car. And literally all that metal is just to pretty much save weight. So I'm gonna show you guys more in detail of it. You can see just before we even sit in it, that you can see here that all the stuff is metal in the interior of the car, and there's no carpet at all. There's another thing I'm going to point to you guys out. We pretty much have Alcantara, the whole interior is Alcantara, and all that stuff, and also the bottom, the right over here, this side of it is all mesh, and that's like a material to pretty much like for if you have a car that's going on a track, like this is all weight savings right over here. Even the seat is weight savings. So like I mentioned you guys, the whole overlay, the roof is, I believe the roof material is mesh, and that material is pretty much to save weight. And like I mentioned you guys, Alcantara, this whole car is Alcantara, so there's nothing really luxury on this car, but to prove to you guys the point that this is the ultimate track car weapon. And right over here, even the seats in the back, if I'm gonna try to see if we could somehow pull the seats in the back. Oh, I don't see the button, but in the back side of the seats is real carbon fiber, which I'll probably show you guys in the next clip of the video, that it is real carbon fiber, even the back, to show you guys the amount of weight savings it has. Show you guys more in detail. You can see here, there's literally, like I mentioned before, no carpet at all. Everything in this car is metal. And you can see here, metal right here, like literally, there's not anything to, to pretty much give any, like it has all the weight savings it can. Real carbon fiber, even on the door sills right over here. And like I mentioned to you guys before, in the back side of it, we also have real carbon fiber in the back. You can see a little bit right there. It's a little bit hidden, but it's there. Real carbon fiber for the back. Right here is the latch to pretty much open up the glass for the engine compartment. That's the button to open it up, and that's the button from right there. Right here, you can see we have the steering wheel, and we're gonna go inside and show you guys more in depth. So coming over right over here, the steering wheel, we have Alcantara material and then carbon fiber right over here. Right over here, we also have pretty much like you guys know, the Italian style LED lights that comes right over here. So pretty much when you rev this car, it's gonna show LED lights that, like you guys know, like how it comes with the nowadays in 2025, you see the real, like people upgrade their aftermarket steering wheels and they have that LED thing to pretty much copy Ferrari. It has that, so when you rev the car, it's gonna go show the race car symbol and have all those LED lights. Right over here, we have the engine start button, so to start the car, we have it right over here. Then we also have the track car, the sports, race. It has a lot of features on this thing, so pretty much you can set all the buttons like to right there and have that as well too. So pretty much you got track car modes, the race mode, pretty much all that modes. The engine start button is right over here. We also have the paddle shifters as well too. It comes with the paddles, and it comes on that side, so pretty much to change gears and pretty much to have that sport feature. And right over here, like I showed you guys, it does, even though this is the ultimate track car, it does come with the radio, and the radio is a simple radio. It's not too hard to use, and it comes with that. And then right over here, why this is the ultimate track car and the supercar is, you can tell right over here, we have a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher just in case if you're on the track and this car, God forbid, if it gets on fire, then you have that fire extinguisher right over there. So that will pretty much protect you if the car, God forbid, if it gets on fire, then you have that. And when you go on the track and you race and something, goes wrong, you have that, which is a huge plus. I love how it comes with that. It sets it apart compared to the standard Ferrari F430. Right over here on the bottom, we see like everything on the bottom. I want to show you guys right over here that this is all the stuff is metal, and all, like even all, like right over there, you can see, and Like you can see here, real carbon fiber door. The doors are real carbon fiber, and all that weight savings compared to the standard Ferrari F430, it sets it apart and makes a difference. The door handles are right there. Right here, like I mentioned to you guys, is the compartment to put your glove box. So I do want to clarify and mention that all this stuff right here, that like there's no glove box to pretty much to put your belongings or anything like that. All this is exposed just for the sake to save weight. And now I'm going to show you guys on top, which is the roof. Okay, so coming up from the roof, you can see the whole roof is mesh material. That material is used for pretty much for track cars and pretty much for race cars to pretty much save weight. So all this stuff on this Ferrari F430 Scuderia is, you know, pretty much to save weight. And like you guys probably saw the exterior of the aspects and the pretty much the details I showed you guys about the weight savings, but when we come over the inside of the car, there's a lot of stuff that makes us save weight. And right here you can see we have Alcantara. Yeah, like I mentioned before, this is visors right over here, the Alcantara visors, and that's pretty much all that weight savings. Like I mentioned, mesh material, Alcantara right over there. Alcantara even on top of here on the pretty much the pillars. The pillars also have it. Right over here, you can see the whole engine compartment, which I can show you guys in detail. This is real carbon fiber. Everything, there's not a single thing in the engine compartment, the engine bay, that's not carbon fiber. Everything's carbon fiber in the backside. And right here, you can see even Alcantara right over here. And there's some, you can put your belongings right over there too. Like you can see there's a plate. The owner didn't decide to put a plate for the front, and he left it right over there. And right over, like pretty much all the stuff is a built design to pretty much give you the race car signature. The Ferrari F430 Scuderia it has all that stuff to make this the ultimate track car weapon. Like other cars don't have the stuff like the Ferrari F430 Scuderia has. Like literally everything is there to pretty much make this the ultimate track car. And I am going to now mention to you guys about the horsepower specs and everything like that. But before we get into that, like I told you guys, this is pretty much the settings for it. So even though this is the ultimate track car, this does come with AC. So a lot of people probably think this doesn't come with AC because it's the ultimate track car. This does have AC. So it gives a little bit of a luxury effect. And even though it's the ultimate track car, it has AC. So don't think that this doesn't come with AC. It does have AC to cool you down during the hot seasons, and especially in Texas as it goes hot. You guys know how hot it is. It comes with that. The signature, the 430 Scuderia, real carbon fiber right over here for the center. The overlay right here, real carbon fiber everywhere. And like that's pretty much right over here. We also get the championship logo that it tells the history about the Ferrari F430 Scuderia. It has all that stuff right there. That it tells the signature logo and the championship that it won in that year. It has all that, but you can see real carbon fiber everywhere. Like this is literally insane. And mesh material on the bottom of this thing, Alcantara on top. It has the Ferrari logo right over there. Like this is really a amazing. Like there's like a lot of cars nowadays, they don't have this stuff like this stuff. This is literally a car that really sets it apart from others and really is the ultimate track car. And the steering wheel also feels very nice too. Engine star, like I mentioned, the pretty much to go from track mode to sport mode, it has all that stuff right there. It literally is amazing. And right over here we also have other features as well too, the mode sets and that. We have the AC comes right there, real carbon fiber right there as well too. And the gauges, let's not forget the gauges. The gauges also has pretty much the regular one doesn't have the gauges like this one. So this one has a golden yellow gauge that you can see. So it looks really nice and phenomenal. Even right here, it tells you everything. It goes all the way to 220, really fast. And now we're gonna go do this. We're gonna go talk to you guys about the specs about it, the horsepower, the torque, everything like that. And pretty much from there, maybe in this video we might open up the engine, the trunk of it, to show you guys the whole engine compartment, but we'll see on that. But right here you can see that's pretty much it to the whole interior of this car. Like pretty much there's no any carpet or anything like that. Fire extinguisher. It has a lot of metal plating on the bottom of there too. It really is the ultimate. Like even the floor is metal as well too. Pretty much, if I can show you guys, it's really metal. So it's not like no carpet at all, zero carpet. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the interior of the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia. So one of the things I forgot to mention is that it has real carbon fiber for the center console right over here. You can see the buttons and pretty much the emergency light. It has the trunk, the light as well too. Then right here it has the metal plate as well too that says F1. Right here you can see Alcantara right over here, and then the e-brake as well too, and pretty much like I told you guys, mesh material. So this is one thing I forgot to mention, a carbon fiber center console it comes with, and this is really a phenomenal, like, you know, the Ferrari F430 Scuderia amazes me, and it really is the ultimate track car. You can see why, like in this video, the reason why I showed you guys everything in this whole interior, guys, is carbon fiber and Alcantara. Is pretty much nothing there to pretty much to give you that luxury style as compared to the standard one. Everything is metal, no carpet, zero carpet, fire extinguisher. You can see why this is the ultimate track car. So even the door handles is metal material, carbon fiber, like you see. So you open it and close it just like this. So it really, and it feels very lightweight. So you want to be careful when you open and close this, because this is like everything on this, the material of this car is very lightweight, just to give you that weight savings of an extra 200 to 300 pounds difference compared to the standard Ferrari F430. So all this is very lightweight, and you can see, like I mentioned, that is the glove, to put your stuff or your belongings. It has that too. Really, there's literally no glove box or anything like that. It really is a phenomenal ultimate track car. So like I was saying, this is probably like a scarier version of a Ferrari. Like pretty much everything on this car is pretty much the metal, carbon fiber, Alcantara. Everything like even the front bumper, everything is built in a way to give this car more aerodynamics and pretty much making this very lightweight. And like I mentioned to you guys, 503 horsepower, 1.3 liter V8, puts around 347 foot-pounds of torque. Let's go open this door right over here to show you guys more of the inside of it. So even if I open this door, it's extremely lightweight. Like literally nothing on this, like when you open and close it, it's really lightweight. Like I mentioned to you guys, real carbon fiber for the back side of it. The seats are very weight savings as well too. I'm doing all this to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Right over here, the mesh material on the top, that like everything on this car is really like different, and that's what makes this Ferrari, even in 2025, probably one of the best Ferraris in the market. And I like, for the price range, these cars go around for pretty much like around the 289,000 and up. So it goes like sometimes around even up to 300,000. This is one of the most expensive Ferraris too, but like somewhere around the middle. But I feel like this is probably the best version of the Ferrari, and it's like a lot of stuff on this car. Even like I probably, maybe I forgot to mention, these tail lights are also, it gives that aggressive style for the backside. So that's also something that's a little bit different compared to the standard one. These probably do look a little bit the same, but the Ferrari F430 Scuderia does have a little bit of a different style tail lights in the back. So that's one thing. Carbon fiber for that. Engine compartment carbon fiber. The stripes, it comes with it in every Ferrari F430 Scuderia. It doesn't come with it from the regular Ferrari. So that's all that stuff. The Ferrari logo looks really amazing. Like it's literally phenomenal. The back side of it, like I told you guys, rear diffuser. Like, how do you not see? This is probably the ultimate track car weapon. And even like I told you guys, carbon fiber on the glasses, the special glasses, carbon fiber on the overlays, the whole interior of this thing, like I mentioned to you guys, zero carpet. There's nothing inside that's anything that's carpet material. The steering wheel is also very lightweight. The gauges, everything. The transmission it comes with, pretty much the 6-speed transmission. Everything on this car is really this is probably one of the best Ferraris ever made. Okay, so before we end this video, the one thing I forgot, like how could you end this video without doing a startup? So we're gonna start this up to see how this 4.3 liter V8 sounds. So without going any further, let's do the startup. It really is very loud, and you can see how loud this car is. It's really loud, and it's very crazy. The videos doesn't do the justice on how loud this thing is. The idle is very phenomenal. You can see the exhaust is right over here. So there's two and dual exhausts on the back side of it, and that's how the 4.3 liter V8 on this Ferrari F430 Scuderia sounds. So it really is amazing, and that was probably one of the last things I almost forgot before I ended this video. The startup of this is really phenomenal. Like, this is probably like the ultimate track car weapon and one of the best Ferraris that they ever made. And I'm really videos doesn't do the justice on how loud this thing is on startup. Like it literally could really shake the ground. It's really very loud. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the end to this video. I hope you guys liked this video. This was a whole in-depth tour review about the 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia. And this is literally, like I mentioned, one of the most ultimate track car weapons, even in 2025. This car really could put a pressure compared to other rival cars out there. And I hope you guys like this video. Give me your comments and comment and let me know your thoughts and opinion about this 2009 Ferrari F430 Scuderia and whether or not this is the ultimate track car. But yeah, comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be doing more reviews in the future about more supercars. If you guys like that, let me know. More classic cars and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe to my channel. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.